Greetings. I am excited that I actually pushed the button at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, the desired time, which I tell everybody we're going to start at, and I don't always make it. So here we are, 8 p.m. Let me turn my light down. It looks a little bright. Looks a little bright, right? All right, give everybody a chance to get on, and we'll get started. Good evening to all of you. It has been a long, long day. I don't know if you had a chance to see the story that we did for CDS this morning, but it was incredible to hear from a doctor at a hospital on the west side of Chicago. So if you missed it, check it out on my social media account. I actually, on Instagram, I posted the YouTube link, and the YouTube link has the entire, I think it was like a 23-minute interview. So I posted all of it there. So you can check it out. Let's start moving on in. Paddington, what are you doing over there, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hi.
Hi, what is your name?
My name is Crystal.
Crystal, where are you in the world?
I am in Killeen, Texas.
Oh, Killeen, Texas. Okay, that's where Fort Hood is, no?
Absolutely. We're about 5 minutes from
Okay.
there.
Are you there because someone you know works at Fort Hood?
No, my husband's father retired with the military, and this is where he grew up.
Okay. So tell us about the new normal in Killeen.
I work in an assisted living memory care facility. I have pretty much, we've been on lockdown for the last 3 weeks, okay? A lot of different facilities in our area that are assisted living, memory care, and stuff like that. They've had some COVID-19 reports. Our new norm is pretty much the residents stay in their rooms. Group activities, I'm the activity director there. So it kind of makes it a little hard when you're going into the rooms and talking to them and they feel like they're never going to see their family again. I'm very attached to all 82 of them. There's 82. And it just, going in, David, it's heart-wrenching because you deal with memory care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and you go in there and you see these residents and the only face they see is mine. Other people, of course, in the staff, but I'm the closest ones to them and I bring joy to them. But to see them say, I had one resident tell me that her children passed away because they haven't come to see her today. I have residents that are in assisted living that know what's going on and the disease is hard, but they think that they're going to be gone. Are they going to die alone? And it's just, I deal with this every day. I've been in the medical field for over 30 years. So I've been on the front line part. I'm more now with geriatrics, working with the elderly and the seniors. And it's so hard. It's so hard for them. My oldest resident there is 100 years old. And when you put I have so much compassion that.
Excuse me just one second.
Sure.
I have a baby who put something in his mouth.
Uh-oh.
By baby, I mean a dog.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So when you put so much compassion in the seniors and the geriatrics that I've worked with for so long, it makes my day hard. I bring joy to them every day, the 5 days that I'm there. But when they come to you crying, or they just want to hold you, or they just want to touch you, and you say, everything is going to be okay. Is it going to be okay? I don't know. Is it going to be a good day? Yeah, it's going to be a good day. That's my job. My job is to make them happy and to serve a purpose for them. And when they look at you and say, Crystal, am I going to be by myself? Is this how it's going to be? If, you know, I have one particular resident that she lived through the Colleen massacre with the Luby's shooting that they had. And she lived through that. And she was right there where her friend got killed right in front of her. And she says, COVID-19, is this what it's going to be? Am I going to have to, I'm 89 years old. Am I going to die by myself? This is the things, and I try to bring a smile to their face, but it's so hard, David. And you just kind of like, okay, because I don't see my dad. My dad lives 2.5 hours away from me. And I lost my mom a couple of years ago. So it's kind of like they're my family right now. I have a 10-year-old son, but it's just, it's so heart-wrenching. And a lot of people, and I'm sure you'll talk with a lot of people that speak working in assisted living or memory care or a nursing home, hospitals. I've been in hospitals, ERs, trauma units. I've done it all. And it's just the new norm, as you say. It is going to be the new norm today and every day.
This is heavy for
Yeah.
us to hear, but I can tell it's heavy for you. But you also seem to be the right person to do this.
You know, it's funny you say that. I get emotional, but I have a lot of people in where I work that they are, when I'm off work, I mean, they would love for me to be there 7 days a week. 7 days a week. My residents would just, Crystal, you know, and I was out last week and I came back on Tuesday and they looked at me and they said, oh my gosh, you're back. You have changed. When you're not here, Crystal, it's just very somber, very quiet. And I put my heart and soul to it because that could be my parents in there. That can be my mom and dad having to live there. And it could have been. And I give the compassion that they need. What they're missing without their families, I give that to them. I try. I have an iPhone, so I FaceTime with a lot of the residents' families. It's not the same when you're dealing with a memory care resident that has Alzheimer's or dementia. They can't touch you. They can't feel your skin. They can't. So that's where I come in and say, you know what, Miss Thelma, it's going to be okay. I'm going to hold your hand and it's going to be okay. But when she's sitting there crying and she's telling you, you can't fix it. You try to the best that you can, but you can't fix everything. And I love my job. And don't get me wrong, I do love my job. It is very, very, this is a new norm. And it's very hard to go to work every day. But it's what I love to do.
So it occurs to me that your gift to them is your gift of being.
Yeah.
You being there is comforting, reassuring, and familiar. And when you're having memory care issues, anything that's familiar is a good day.
Absolutely. I've been with geriatrics for over 25 years. I've worked with Alzheimer's dementia for 20 years. I'm 52 years old. So when they look at you and they say, Crystal, and they know your name, that's what makes my day. It could be the littlest things, but they know who I am. They see my face. They see my face every day. And I couldn't see myself doing anything but that. But it is the new norm. Like you said, that is my new norm every day.
So I'm gonna leave it up to Gladys to give the final word here. She says, "You are their light. God bless you." And I'll second that.
Thank you.
I'll second that. I'm so glad you kicked us off with such a thoughtful reflection. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, David.
Have a wonderful night.
You too, dear. Bye-bye.
That's some heavy stuff. That is some heavy stuff. But you know what? I can imagine many of you on here have gone through what she's saying. But that's heavy. Very inspiring.
Hi.
Well, hello. What is your name?
Hello. I'm Amy Hernandez.
Okay. Hi, Amy. Where are you in the world?
I am in Long Island, New York.
Okay.
So
And
we've been back and forth on text message.
you and I.
I'm Staff Sergeant Hernandez. I'm Jibaritos with Troops. We're the ones that did the wedding in Puerto Rico.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Tell everybody about that.
Yes. So we are an organization. I'm an active duty soldier stationed here in New York. And back when Hurricane Maria started, we started this organization called Jibaritos with Troops. We've been going back and forth to Puerto Rico. We've sent close to 1,000 pallets of food and water since then, including the earthquake. And we were in Puerto Rico during Three Kings to distribute toys, and that's when the earthquake happened. And we encountered with this couple that was at a refuge camp, 82 and 84 years old. And when we found out that they got engaged at the refuge camp, we decided to sponsor the couple, and we paid for their wedding, basically. And the team went down for their wedding as well. And
Now I remember you sent me the pictures, and I actually shared the pictures. It was just delightful. This elderly couple in this camp. He proposed, she accepted. Oh my God!
Yep.
Do you have pictures of the wedding?
Yes, we do. It is posted on both the website of we have an Instagram and the Facebook page, but I can send it to you later. All the pictures that we have of taken.
You should send it to me because I would love to. I'd love to update it.
Yes, will do.
That's really nice. And being that you're on active duty, are you doing anything duty-wise right now?
I'm still. We are teleworking right now because the installation was closed down temporarily. Yeah. And we are working from home, but we still do go into the base here and there. But my organization has still decided to continue. We've been distributing face masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, and water and food. And we just came back from a run in Manhattan. That's why I'm like a little crazy.
And where did you drop all that off?
So there was a lady who reached out to us through I guess she found out who we are, whatever. Her aunt had passed away from coronavirus a few days ago, and her, I believe, uncle was in critical condition. He's on a ventilator right now, and she was afraid that she may have it. She's also an asthmatic. She's one of the underlying people, so we decided to take a trip out there. She gave in contact with us with the Luis Ramos, and we just came back from there. And then one of my soldiers is having the same symptoms, and she has a young child, and she couldn't run out to get food, so we took a drive and we went there and dropped off some stuff. And as well as yesterday, we've done about 15 runs. So, but we'll continue. We're here on the Long Island front, and we can travel.
For an active duty soldier, you sure keep yourself busy with things other than active duty.
Well, yeah. Well, I still have my work to do, so I still have to go.
Right.
I still go to the base, and we still have, we still have our protocols. We have our meetings, our conference calls, equipment going in and out to deploying units, and I'm a logistics specialist. So.
Well, thank you for what you're doing. I'm glad we got you on, and I'd love to update the elderly story. So just when you remember, send me pictures, and I'll share them.
Will do.
Okay. Nice.
I'll send
nice
you the video and the link also.
Thank you, love.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
That was so sweet when she sent that to me. I remember seeing that elderly couple sitting in that encampment in southern Puerto Rico, and I was like, wow, what a great little story. Hello.
Hey, David, how are you?
I'm good. What is your name?
My name is Eduardo. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Eduardo. Nice to meet you, too. Where are you?
I'm in Mocha, Puerto Rico right now.
Oh, you're in Mocha. Okay.
Northwest part of the island. Actually, police station just closed, I think 2 days ago, due to the coronavirus.
So we're having a hard time hearing you. I don't know if the speaker's in your hand.
Let's see. Wait, give me 1 second. Is it better now?
I think so.
Okay.
So the police station closed, you said?
Yep, police station closed 2 days ago. One of the officers there, his wife tested positive, and they had to shut down the station. So we're basically roaming free So I kind of feel bad because the story I'm going to share now is nothing compared to the both ladies that were just talking. But I was going to say that this new norm that you're talking about, being able to work every single day as a corporate professional from home, we're two parents with a young child of 4 years old, a toddler, um, trying to work demanding jobs while trying to keep this little human being alive. It's very challenging, and sometimes you worry about your own performance, right? How is it going to suffer this upcoming months where the lockdown is going to still happening, right? So I don't know. It's something to think about. So
Look, how is your son adjusting, or is it a son or a daughter?
he's a son. He's 4 years old. He names
How
Eduardo.
is your son adjusting to having you guys there all the time?
Well, you know what? I think we're the three of us are adjusting. My wife, him, and me, just being home all the time. Uh, it's difficult, but it's something special. You know, he's doing well. He's more with his mom pretty much all the time. I guess it's something natural for him, but it's quite a change. It's so sad that only in 4 years old he's been through Maria, natural catastrophe, disaster right there. The earthquake that happened just, I don't know what, it seems like decades ago, but it was actually 2 months ago that we
Yeah.
had the earthquake situation. So he's been dealing with those sort of traumatic experiences since the beginning of his short little life.
Has he asked you any questions? Does he notice something different or something wrong or?
Yes, he noticed something different because he usually goes a lot to the mall with his mom shopping, and he says he wants to go to the mall, and we said we can't go to the mall. The mall is closed. We can't go out, and he's like, why? Why? So we tell him that a lot of people are sick right now, and now when you have conversations with him, and we do FaceTime with one of my parents or my in-laws, he'll say something about just people being sick, a lot of people being sick outside. So we try to reiterate every time, wash your hands, every time if you have to go out to buy groceries or buy something, just every time you come back, wash your hands, try to teach him to adapt to this new norm that you're just referring to, which is, it's hard for everyone.
Eduardo, thank you for sharing your story from Mocha. See, you thought it wouldn't be as good as the others, but it was just as good in its own way.
Right, right. Well, thank you for having me, David. Thank you for all you do for Puerto Rico, my friend. Take care.
Thank
Stay
you,
safe.
sir.
Wash your
You
hands.
too. You got it. Good night. Good night. That was very nice. We hear from moms all the time talking about kids, but it's hearing from a dad feels different in some way because I guess we don't hear it as much, and it's really sweet. We were going to go to Alice, but Alice isn't ready. Patty Cakes, you thought I was whistling for you, didn't you? You thought I was whistling at you. Come see. Come see.
Hi.
Hello. We've talked before.
No, we have not. The
We-
first time.
You have a familiar face. Raise your phone just a little bit so I can see you. Yes. What is your name?
My name is Jessie Bell. I'm
And-
from Arecibo, Puerto Rico.
Arecibo. Okay. Well, nice to meet you. Tell us about your new normal.
Well, my new normal is to wait. I have been postponing a trip to United States because I have pulmonary fibrosis and I need to do a lung transplant. And all of this with coronavirus is, oh my God, it's nightmare. I have been in my house for, people say that it's almost 2 weeks. I've been even earlier than that. So this is my normal right now. Being at home, I can't go out. My doctor said it's completely forbidden to be in public right now because my situation is really compromising. So I'm really scared at the same time, but hopeful that this help us to become more conscious, and so I can go and do what I need to do to get my new lungs. So it's it's high risk right now for me.
Oh, I am really touched by your story. I have so many questions for you. The first of which is, do you have a surgery arranged? Do you have lungs? Are they waiting on you?
Well, the hospital is waiting for me in Florida. I'm supposed to be going to Shands, University of Florida in Gainesville, to do the procedure. So they are waiting for my okay so I can move over there.
Are you going to move by yourself?
No, I have to be with two people, the two caregivers that are going to be there with me, my mom and my sister. So the three of us need to move to Florida. As soon as this is done, we have to move.
Wow. How old are you?
39.
Wow. And how long have you had the pulmonary fibrosis?
Since December 2018. But in the last 6 months, it's been really, really, really getting worse. I was working before. I mean, like I was working till January this year. I was a property manager in a company here in Puerto Rico that rents luxury homes in Dorado, and I had to stop working because it was so consuming, and it was getting worse every day.
What were your symptoms initially?
Well, fatigue mostly. I thought I had a cold or something, and when I did a CT scan, it showed that I had something in my lungs. But my pneumologist said you have to go and do a pulmonary function. When I did it, that's where I had it.
I tell you,
My sister's here.
it's breaking. It's whatever you did is breaking up now. So I think you disconnected the audio.
Okay, now.
Can you hear me now? Hello, hello?
Can you hear me?
I hear you vaguely. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Wait. I can't hear you. I had to put this on. Wait.
Okay, here I am.
Hi, can your sister hear me too?
I think she can. She's gonna put the other part of the. Okay, there she is.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Your sister was just telling us her story, and I'm really touched by it, and I'm really moved by it, and I'm also filled with joy that like there's something that can save your life.
Yes, definitely, indeed.
Like,
It's
wow.
it's something that we've been waiting for a while now, but since this is so unexpected right now for us, I mean, it just like we were supposed to be going to Florida in May. I mean, really, and all of this is just like we have to stop. We have to stop, and we have to wait and learn and pray to God to give us patience because it's getting worse every day. But I'm doing my meds, and I have a ventilator and all of that. But still, we need the new lungs, and we need 2 lungs for me, not only 1.
You have a ventilator at home?
Yeah, I use it. I have 2. I have a portable one, and I have a one that I use when I sleep.
Listen, I'm not going to forget about you. I'm that moved by your story. So, you know, and thank you, because for everyone watching, you told us another story that I had not even thought of, which are people who are in need of life-saving care who have to put it on hold.
Yes.
So I'm very moved by it, and I hope you will update us, and I hope you stay the hell inside. Like, I hope
Yes,
you don't let
definitely.
anybody
She
come
won't let
around
me
you.
go out. She
Good.
won't let me go out.
And no visitors.
No, that's a
Good.
strict rule here. No visitors.
No
If
visitors.
you want to talk to us, you gotta call us because we
Right.
cannot open doors for you.
Right. Well, thank you for visiting us, and nice to meet you, sister.
Nice to meet you. Oh my God. Love you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you both. God bless you both.
Amen. Bye. Stay safe.
Bye-bye. Oh, wow. I'm so moved by that story. Wow. I'm so moved by that. Whew. I really want to get an update from her as things move on. Okay, so let's see. Oh, you're bringing me your ball? If we start this again, you're going to start barking. Okay, people, I'm pushing on the button, but it either says doesn't work or maybe y'all aren't paying attention.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. Your signal is a little wonky. Where are you in the world?
Naples, Florida.
Okay, let's see if it holds. What's your name?
I'm Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. What's your new normal?
Well, we got the stay-at-home order today, which it was normal for us because we've been staying home for a while now, homeschooling with the kids, and just staying put.
Yeah, that stay-at-home order the governor issued after getting pushed back from just about all sides. Are you happy about this stay-at-home order?
Yeah, I am. I think it's a lot safer. There were so many people that were not, following it. They kept going to the beach. They were just going, up and down. They were just ignoring it. So I think it needed to be happen. It was better that it did happen.
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Tell me what life is like day to day now that you are at home.
Well, we came up with a schedule for the kids. In the morning we just wake up normal time as if, we were going to work. Well, we set up the kids' desk. We have 3 little ones at home. My boyfriend is here too. He's works, throughout the day still, but I'm working from home. So homeschooling 3 kids plus working from home, it's really extremely stressful. So, but it's our new normal. We go outside for chalk. We go outside for picnic.
That sounds busier than what it would be if you were actually going to work like normal.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, totally. I've never been to Naples, but thank you for weighing in from Naples.
Yes, of course. Thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.
I'm glad we could hear her. The signal was breaking up a bit, but we could see you for the most part and hear you. Okay, so Chloe, you may have, it looks like you probably have a private account. In order to be brought in, you have to have your account public, or else I can't bring you in.
Oh, I got connected. Hi.
Well, hello, you're back.
I am. Well, because you're the only form of news that I have in Puerto Rico to keep myself updated.
So you've been following what I posted today, right?
Yeah, and it made me really nervous. Like, I'm
Why?
really anxious because, I know other states in the country probably haven't, in the U.S., haven't been, doing contact tracing. But to find out that they haven't been doing that here, and that's, a really vital part of keeping people, like that woman that has the fibrosis safe, is just scary. What happens when we go to the grocery stores that they're not even, monitoring how close people are?
So there's a couple of things. Number one, when you go out in public, you got to do whatever. You can't control other people, but you can control yourself. So you can control whether somebody gets 6 feet away from you. That's number one. Number two, the good thing, though I know it is depressing, to hear what seems like more F-ups after F-ups after F-ups. You got to understand this. What I've learned is that in Puerto Rico, and it may be the case in other places too, generally it probably is, when you expose it and they're confronted with it, they do something.
Yeah.
So as demoralizing as it may be, and as embarrassing as it is for them, something is going to happen now. And then it's just my job to hold them accountable.
Yeah, but it's scary. Like, if we didn't have you, then what? Like, you just hear regular news here about how they just closed down police stations, 2 of them. They closed down a firehouse. I believe I got that from you too. But then the other thing, what about the testing kits that they just got? Did they ever show that those were actually checked by the CDC? Is there evidence of that?
So the update tonight was that the FDA is the one who verified and approved them. Why does the approval matter? Because the FDA approves things that are safe for us, though they're not perfect. But also the island could be reimbursed for the money that was spent to buy it abroad. So now there's another 1 million tests that are pending FDA approval. So if that were to all come through, that would be 1.2 million tests, which sounds great, but they should have been doing this 2 weeks ago.
But they're not testing everybody either. Like, you call in, because I was reading on the website, if you're pregnant, if you have an underlying thing, because I'm pregnant and I have asthma. I can't see my gyno. There's no doctor's offices open around me. And I'm, like, realistically, I'm losing sleep because I'm scared. Like, I'm scared for people to come.
What about the drive-through testing in Rio Piedras?
You can't do it. You can't do it. I called the line. You have to ask. Like, they told me that I had to go to the emergency room. And my response was, so you don't give a shit that people are, like, a pregnant woman's going to expose possibly herself in an emergency room.
Hold on. Stand by.
Nothing is calling somebody.
Okay, so that person didn't answer. So I was trying to find out, and I will find out, but I think you can. I don't know that you have to go to make the appointment in Rio Piedras. So I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out, but I don't think you have to go. I think you can do that remotely.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna find out.
Thank you.
Okay.
I just want to know. I just want to be safe because there's, like, realistically, I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's plenty of other pregnant women or people who have asthma, people who have a heart condition that are, like, freaking out on the island that they can't get tested because they're symptomless, but you can be asymptomatic.
No, of course.
I don't want to wait till I can't breathe. Like, that's not where I want to be.
Of course. No, I hear you. I hear you. Let me see what I can find out. Because again, I was told you got to make an appointment, but it doesn't make sense to me that you would have to go to make that appointment.
With your doctor, you have to get a referral from your doctor. But if the doctor's offices are closed, like a lot of them are, that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. How are people?
Can you call an urgent care?
I have no idea.
Call an urgent care.
Okay, I'll try that.
So call an urgent care. Tell them you're a pregnant woman. You are afraid to leave the home given the condition that you're in. And then ask them if they can do something that at least gets you some type of appointment. I mean, I understand the situation you're in. You're in a very unique situation, but there are other people that have that situation like yours. So we need to find out. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, stand by just 1 second.
Okay.
I'm making calls here.
I know. That's why I call you, David. You got stuff done.
I don't think I have her number where I need it to be. I'm sorry, everybody watching this. Y'all probably like, this is boring. But I'm trying to find out. Because I know there's a place in Ponce, which is also doing the testing. And you also have to have appointments. But that's fine. I just want to see if, because I'll tell you what happened the other day. A man reached out to me. He was at Centro Medico. They wouldn't take him. And he called me, and I called somebody. And please, I don't want y'all to misunderstand what I'm about to say. There's no preferential treatment for anyone. You see me helping this lady to the best I can. But the man called me. I made a phone call, and he got tested in 10 minutes. Not because somebody was doing me a favor, not because I'm anybody important.
No, because they probably didn't know.
The point is, we got, you know what I mean? And this guy, I don't even know him. And guess what? The test came back, and he was positive. Hello there, how are you?
Oh, that's terrifying.
I'm good. Listen, I have a real quick question for you. I'm doing this Instagram live, and I'm talking to a lady who is pregnant. She has asthma, and she lives in the San Juan metro area. She was asking me, she was saying, listen, David, my doctor is not seeing patients, and I want to get tested, and I don't know how to make an appointment. They're telling me I got to go in person to make an appointment. Does your system operate that way? People have to go to you to make an appointment? So she could, now is Toledo, but Toledo's lab is $150, right? Okay. Okay, got it. Understood. Hey, thank you very much. And we'll talk soon. The laboratory of the park. What's it called? Del Parque? It's in Santurce? Yeah, okay.
I think I know what he's talking about. You know what he's talking about, right?
Okay, fair. Fair. Hey, thank you. I'm sorry, go ahead. Got it. Well, thank you for taking my call. We'll catch up. There's some other things I want to catch up with you on, but thank you. Okay, love. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's the lady who runs the Health Sciences Center in Ponce. So the Toledo lab at the place I just mentioned to you is doing testing. She says if you have insurance, it would usually be just a copay. And you can call and make the appointment. You do not have to go.
Okay, but I don't have to have a referral. I can just call and make an appointment.
You should call and start there.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. More information than I had earlier.
There you go. That's what I'm all about.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Keep me updated, love. Good night.
I will.
Hi, David.
Well, hello. Look at y'all in unison.
I spoke to you on Saturday.
I remember.
What you just did for that young lady was awesome.
Well, I hate,
David.
I hate when people can't get anywhere with things. But can I tell you where I got it from?
Mm-hmm.
So my mother called me today, and I don't know if y'all saw the story I did on CBS this morning with the emergency room doctor in Chicago.
Yes.
Amazing, right?
Yes.
So my mother called me. She's a registered nurse, and she said she was like bothered, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she goes, after seeing that story, she goes, I just have to do something. And then she said to me, I've had a long life, and I've had a good life, and I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? And she's like, I just want to go to work. I mean, these men have young babies and they're on the front line and I want to help out. And I'm like, okay, pump the brakes. So we had a conversation, we talked, and I got off the phone and I said to myself, I know where I got my desire to help people from.
I got
it from my mama.
That's right.
Tell me first of all, tell everybody who you are, who wasn't on Saturday night.
You weren't.
Hi, David. I'm Christine. And I live here in Cape Coral, Southwest Florida.
Yep.
And finally, the governor, decided to put us on lockdown.
Yeah, so what you think about that? Because he was getting heat from both sides telling him to do it.
It's about time.
I just think, he should have done it sooner. Because there were too many people going around here. And a lot of people have the virus. At Publix, where we usually go, there's 2 people infected with the coronavirus.
And I just saw something very troubling on some gentleman threw himself of our high riser up in New York a little while ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I saw the video. Somebody sent me the video. I mean, literally, it shows when he took his life.
Sad.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible what you see, what you hear every day.
You know what's interesting listening to you ladies is that here in New York, it is just so quiet. It's like eerily quiet. Like the sirens are almost piercing because there's no other noise on the street. And so the sirens just seem to ring louder. Where I live, I'm looking at the hospital ship, the Mercy. It's right outside my window.
Which hospital?
I'm sorry, not the Mercy, the Comfort. The U.S. naval ship Comfort,
which
went to Puerto Rico after the hurricane, is now here in New York City and accepting patients. So
that was a blessing.
That is a blessing. Y'all don't look like y'all are at your wits' end with being inside. Y'all look like y'all doing fine.
I love it. It's for me, it's a normal.
Yeah.
Because remember I told you on Saturday I lived in New York.
So did I.
I relocated here because of her.
Right.
And I work remotely for New York Presbyterian Cornell.
Right.
So I
left Columbia Presbyterian.
Her husband is a new retired police officer. So yeah.
Well, for the NYPD?
Yes.
15% of the workforce is out sick.
Yep.
15%
out
sick. Listen, ladies, nice to see y'all. It's nice to see some bubbly
Likewise,
smiles.
I want you to see my Sadie. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Oh,
That's
Sadie's a
her
dog.
Yeah.
Oh, Sadie's a dog. Yeah.
Where's Paddington?
Paddington? You're
Look
being
at
requested.
Sadie. Say hi to
Oh,
David.
look how sweet.
Say
Patty
hi,
Cakes, where are you?
Yeah.
Paddington, where are you? He ain't paying me no mind. She is cute.
Sadie.
Miss Sadie.
Miss Sadie, yes.
Well, thank you, ladies.
Well,
nice
thank
to see
you, love.
y'all.
Nice talking to you again.
You
Take
too.
care. God bless you.
God bless you, and thanks for everything that you do. You're awesome.
God bless y'all. Have a good night.
You
Hello, David.
Well, hello. What's your name?
Barbara.
Barbara. Where are you in the world?
I'm in Middletown, New York.
Okay. And so we're not too far from each other. What's your new normal?
New normal is basically staying home, which I wish everyone else would do the same. I think if everyone abided by all the rules, I think we'd get rid of this a little faster. Not working. I work at a hotel right now. I actually just got called a little while ago. We were supposed to go back on the 16th of this month. They just moved that to May 15th.
Now, listen, you haven't been laid off, right?
No.
Okay. Because a lot of hotel workers are getting laid off.
Yeah, no, as far as I know right now, the hotel's still open.
Good.
They have like a graveyard shift working there.
Yeah.
I had just started a month prior to us closing, which was back on the 15th of March.
Oh, brand new.
Yeah, because I just moved up to New York.
I see. From?
Florida.
Okay, got it. How do you like it here?
I mean, I'm originally from New York. I was born and raised here.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I left when I was 18, then went to live to Puerto Rico, then Florida, and now back here.
Got it. Well, I hope the job doesn't quit for you. I hope they don't.
I hope so too.
Do you know how many people are staying at the hotel? Are they basically empty?
Right now, the hotel's completely empty. They canceled all reservations, anything. Like I said, from what I knew first, it was until the 16th.
Yeah.
Well, when we first shut down, it was until the 2nd of April. Then they moved it to the 16th, and now we just got told it'll be until May 15th.
Right.
So they're taking a hit too, but we got to do what we got to do.
Amen. Thank you for weighing in tonight. Nice to meet you.
Oh, well, thank you, and thank you for everything. I'm also Puerto Rican, like I said, so ever since Hurricane Maria, me and my fiance have been following you consistently.
Well, thank you, love. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless, and you stay safe.
Stay healthy. Fuss at whoever's outside.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I was actually exercising today, and the police were giving tickets to a couple of minors who were at a basketball park. The governor shut down the park saying, I warned y'all. I told you can't play basketball.
Hi, David.
Well, hello. We've talked before.
We did, but
have-
the signal wasn't that good, so.
Do you have? Oh, okay. Well, the signal's darn good right now.
Thank you.
Tell everybody who you are and where you are.
Hi, my name is Alondra Velasquez, and I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Okay. And if I remember correctly, you were in a car last time.
I was.
We could not see you at all.
Yes.
And you work at Walmart.
I do, yes, in Chicopee, Massachusetts.
Uh-huh. So do you have an update for us?
Well, yes, I do actually. Our new normal at Walmart right now is, well, we have this for a while. They put tape on the floor that says 6 feet away, like stay 6 feet away.
Yep.
They put barricades last night, outside the Walmart.
Barricades?
And
What?
as far as I know, we are only letting in 200 people at a time.
What
in the
barricades?
store.
Barricades for what?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's to keep people out. I don't know, but they were like, not like those like stone barricades, but you know, like those steel like bars. Like they have those.
Like along the
inside-
parade route, like what you'd see on a parade route.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here's what I want to know. When they come to the register, do you make them stand 6 feet apart?
Well, I work in self-checkout. And yes, like when when you work at self-checkout, you actually have to go up to the customer and help them and all that. And yes, I actually tell them like, can I get a second? Because, I don't want to be rude and be like, oh yeah, stay back, stay 6 feet away. I tell them like,
Do you stand by just 1 second?
Yes.
Hello there. Thank you for calling back. I have no problem. So I'm doing an Instagram live right now, but I wanted to answer because I had a pregnant lady who lives in San Juan who said, I'm trying to get a test. My doctor's obviously not taking patients. The office is closed. And I was told you have to go in person to make I said, why didn't you go to the Rio Piedras? She said, you have to go in person to make an appointment. And I said, that doesn't sound right. Okay, got it. So got to be symptomatic, and the number is 939-COVID. Okay, fair. Done. Oh, 939-COVID-19. Understood. Thank you. I will call you back. Thank you. Bye-bye. So, all right, everybody watching, 939-COVID-19. 939-COVID-19. That's for the San Juan area where they're doing the testing in Rio Piedras. However, as I was just told, there aren't enough tests. So
That's
you
crazy.
have to be symptomatic in order to get a test. That's the reality. My last question for you, is Walmart providing you masks?
Actually, yeah, I saw that question. They are not. Because I don't know if it's because we don't have enough. I mean, we've been out of some things for a while now. Like we haven't been able to get hand sanitizer, soap, nothing. Some of our shelves have been empty, like grocery. People are filling up the store. Please, if you're watching this right now, please stop filling up the stores. And please stop buying stuff in bulk. Like the other day, like seriously, no lie, I had a customer who literally had a whole bunch of juices in her cart. And I, without a doubt, felt literally like taking that out of her cart and be like, hey, leave stuff for the other people. Like that's ridiculous. Like people buying stuff in bulk is ridiculous. Me working in retail, it makes me very upset because people don't leave stuff for other people that may actually need it, and I'm scared, like, they don't understand how scared we are to go to work every day. like I don't know if I got to say this on the last time we talked, but I have a diabetic mother, and I have an elderly grandmother living with me right now, and I worry every day, to go to work, and for people to like, not taking this seriously, not staying 6 feet apart, and when I tell them to stay 6 feet apart, some of them give you attitude.
So
They're
somebody
like, oh my
just asked
God.
a good question. Why not just limit it? Why not say you can only buy one or two?
Yeah, I mean, we have limits on some stuff. Like right now we had limit on water for one per customer, but now supposedly we don't have it anymore because we have we have a surplus of water, supposedly. They are limiting the toilet paper one per person, but everything else is basically you can buy it you can buy as much as you want. Like the food you can buy as much as you want. Everything else in the store you can buy however you want. And it's ridiculous. And another thing is our mayor or our governor isn't giving us a lockdown or a curfew, which they should.
Not in Massachusetts.
No, as far as I know, no.
Interesting. Okay.
Like they closed all the non-essential things, like only like banks, supermarkets, some restaurants, pharmacies like that are open. But yeah, besides that, we don't have a lockdown. We don't have a curfew. Nothing.
I'm looking it up. So the
governor
didn't do a stay-at-home order?
Advisory. He did a stay-at-home advisory, not order. Like a total lockdown. No, he did a stay-at-home advisory. I don't know if it's a difference.
That's exactly what you're right. That's exactly what they call it. Stay-at-home advisory. You know what a stay-at-home advisory sounds like? I would like for you to only buy one thing of toilet paper, but if you want to buy all the toilet paper, you can buy all the toilet paper. That's what an advisory
sounds.
With
you, so like that is what I feel like. Like you should literally do a stay-at-home order. Like it's ridiculous. People are literally filling up the Walmart I work at.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Listen, thank you for weighing in. Your signal is on point.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look, have a good
Thank
night.
you for listening to my story. Have a good night, David.
You're more than welcome. Bye-bye.
Stay home, guys.
She was saying, stay home, guys. Yes, you guys who were wondering who I called the mayor of San Juan, and I called the lady who runs the Health Sciences Center in Ponce. Those are the two people I called to find out the information I just gave you.
Hello.
Hi, what is your name?
Hi, my name is Ivan Martinez.
Hi, Ivan. Where are you in the world?
I'm in the Bronx, New York.
Okay. What is your new normal up in the Bronx?
Basically, I mean, I'm with my two parents right now. They're elderly also. Basically, just stay home as much as I can. And, see if they need something, they need food. I'm the only one who can go outside. Yeah, for the, to help them out.
How often do you go out?
As little as I can. Like, let's say I go to groceries. Like today I went to, wash some clothes for my parents, but as little as possible. I mean, I bought a lot of food. So, I'm good for the time being for now.
Well, that's good.
It's a little hard,
Yeah.
Very hard.
What's the sort of density like in the Bronx? Are people staying home, or is it kind of crowded?
You know what? That's very interesting that you're saying, because yesterday there was a lot of people here in the Bronx, and I'm in the Fordham section by Belmont.
Yeah.
Near the San Bernabé Hospital. So there was a couple of people, like a bunch of teenagers smoking outside. And the police came once. I think they warned them. And then the police came again. And then there were a couple of officers waiting for them to spread out. But they didn't do anything. So out of nowhere, there were a bunch of police officers going back and, like left and right, and try to disperse them. It was kind of crazy when I saw that,
Wow.
It's very sad.
Well, Ivan, thanks for
yeah.
weighing in from the... Sorry, there's just a little
problem,
delay. Thanks for weighing in from the Bronx.
No problem. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. I'm from Quebradillas, Puerto Rico also. I don't know if you've been there. Quebradillas?
Quebradillas, of course. Quebradillas.
Yeah, next to Camuy and Isabela. Thank you very much. I appreciate for everything you do. And also, I'm in top of the news. I always watch CNN, MSNBC, CBS, everything. And I love to be, in touch also.
Well, I love somebody who watches the news. That's awesome. Thank you, Ivan.
Well, I am the one. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Good night. All right, so I think we have time for, what do y'all think? One more? If we go to one more, it's going to have to be Alice. You were unable to join, Alice. So for whatever reason, your account may be private, and it has to be public in order to join. Chloe.
Hi, David.
Well, hello. We've talked before. You're in South Carolina.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we have 4 minutes until we get cut off. So what's your update?
Okay, so I'm going to make this as fast as possible. I wanted to let everyone know about the definition of mutual aid, which is something that I've been working with at school. So mutual aid is the sort of the accumulation of community members to help during times of crisis. So, for example, I'm helping in a mutual aid network in Columbia, South Carolina, since that's where I go to school. So a bunch of members of the community have gotten together to help other members of the community find resources, either online to help navigate online, to help navigate testing centers, to help with grocery pickups, all kinds of stuff. So it's basically involving the community where the government is failing.
That's awesome.
Yes. So
that's awesome.
Yes, it's really awesome. So Colombia is not the only place. This is all over the U.S. and I'm sure all over the world.
Yeah.
So I wanted to let people know that they can search online for their area mutual aid network, and there are tons all over the state where you can call and find resources, or if you need someone to come pick up your groceries, or if you need someone to take you to the doctors, anything like that.
Would you do me a favor? Post something on your Instagram. Uh-oh, she froze. Post something on your Instagram and tag me, and I'll share it, because I'd like to know a little. Are you there?
Okay, yeah. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, post something on your Instagram, tag me, and I'll share it.
Okay, sounds good. And then also I just want to let you know, if you are wanting a shelter in place in your state, just like I am, go on Facebook and try and find pages that are doing that. The one in South Carolina has 12,000 members so far, and we are advocating for the governor to start a shelter in place. So if you want one in your state, go on Facebook and advocate, call your governor, and you can get it done.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Have a good night. A little activist spirit there. Okay, so we are about a minute away from when the Instagram police get us. Somebody said, I thought you said 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock was last night. Because I was working on a report. So we started at our normal time tonight. In fact, I hit the live button at 8 o'clock on the dot. So thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. I didn't go to bed until about 1:30 because I was working on a report, and then I was up at 6. So I'm a tired little boy. So I better get some sleep, and then I will be back on the air tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And then I'll see you all here back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Hope you're doing well. Have a good night.